Okay, so part 1, we need quotient rule to differentiate cos x over sin x with respect to x. So top line is going to be u, bottom line is going to be v, and it is always start with voodoo. So v, which is sin x, times du by dx, that's going to be times by minus sin x. It's got a minus sign because it's a quotient rule, and a u div, so cos x, and div dv by dx, that's differential sign, you also get cos x, all over, because it's quotient rule, and it's v squared, which is sine squared x. And that's going to give us minus sine squared x minus cos squared x all over sine squared x. We can see what we aim for. This top is definitely going to be minus 1. So it's minus of sine squared x plus cos squared x by taking out the minus 1 all over sine squared x, and that equals minus 1 over sine squared x. Now, there's every chance of me using that because it's part 1 and part 2, not part A and part B. But let's do the second part. I'll do it in red. So we've got the integral between pi over 6 and pi over 4 of the square root of 1 plus cos 2x over sin x sine 2x and with respect to x. Don't know exactly where to go from here, so I'm going to get rid of the cos 2x's and sine 2x's. So cos 2x can be cos squared x minus sine squared x, or you can have 2 cos squared x minus 1, or I could have 1 minus 2 sine squared x. And I like that middle one there best, because that's got a 1 and then a minus 1. That's going to disappear the ones and make it easier. And sine 2x we know is, I'll write down here, sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x. So let's put those into there. So the integral, I'm going to leave off the limits for the moment. Square root of 1 plus, so it's actually going to be the square root of 2 cos squared x, because the plus 1 and that minus 1 will disappear, over sine x times by 2 sine x cos x with respect to x, and that equals the integral of square root of 2 cos x over 2 sine squared x cos x dx. And that's looking quite nice now, because obviously the cos x's will cancel out, and it is something to do with this. So I'm just going to bring it all up to here to carry on working up here. I'll just write it down. So it's root 2 over 2 sine squared x dx. And what I'm going to try and do now is get it looking exactly like this. So I'm going to take out the root 2 over 2. Integral sign, that'll be 1 over sine squared x dx. But actually it was minus here, so I'm going to put a minus sign in here and put a minus sign outside there as well. So actually now I'll put the limits in next time. So it's minus root 2 over 2, and I can now integrate this because I know it must give us cos x over sine x. So cos x over sine x, and now that's between the limits are pi by 6 at the bottom, pi over 4 at the top, and so that equals minus root 2 over 2, and you put in pi by 4, and that will give you 1, and then put in pi over 6, and that will give you root 3. Could leave it like that, but it's got 2 negatives, and they normally like sort of sorting those out a bit. So that is minus root 2 over 2, minus times minus is plus, and then root 3 times root 2 will be root 6 over 2. Take out a factor of a half, and that will be, let's put the positive one first, so that will be root 6, and then the negative one, negative root 2, and that will give us a nice, clear, straightforward answer. And that's question 6 done.